Hello everyone. Today, we go back to a very important time in our history, when our constitution was made. For almost 200 years, India was ruled by the British. The British East India Company came to trade, but soon took over huge areas of land. After the big fight in 1857, the British Queen took direct control. This was the start of the British Raj. The British Parliament made laws like the Regulating Act of 1773, Pitt's India Act of 1784, and the Government of India Acts of 1858, 1909, 1919, and 1935. These laws were made to help the British, not the people of India. They gave Indians only a little bit of a say, but the real power always stayed in London. The 1919 Act brought in diarchy. This meant some topics were for Indian ministers and others were for the British. The 1935 Act suggested a system with different levels of government and self-rule for the states. This set the stage for our future constitution. Our leaders learned a lot by working within these systems. They learned how governments work and how laws are made. This knowledge was super important when it was time to write a constitution for a free India. The time was right for a new request, for Indians to rule themselves, for Indians. The journey to our own constitution had truly started. The rules the British put in place were just the beginning. Our leaders were ready for the next step. The wish for real independence was getting stronger. The call for a constitution made by Indians was about to be heard all over the country. As the 1900s began, the cry for freedom got louder. The Indian National Congress, Muslim League, and other groups didn't just want independence. They wanted a plan for a fair country. Leaders like Gandhi, Nehru, and Patel strongly wanted a constitution that would promise fairness, freedom, and equality. The idea of a group to write the constitution was first suggested in 1935, but the British didn't agree. After many years of struggle, the Cabinet Mission Plan of 1946 finally made it possible to have a group to write the constitution. The dream of Indians writing their own rulebook was about to come true. The group to write the constitution was formed in 1946. Its members were chosen by the state assemblies. Seats were given out to make sure all groups had a voice. The first meeting of this group was full of hope, but the Muslim League chose not to attend. Even with problems, the group kept going. On December 13, 1946, Nehru presented the Objectives Resolution. This was the main idea behind our constitution. It promised fairness, freedom, and equality for everyone. This resolution became the preamble, which sets the moral direction for the country. The work of turning these ideas into law had begun. To write the Constitution, the main group formed several smaller groups. The most important one was the Drafting Committee, led by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. They looked at constitutions from all over the world. They took the best ideas and changed them to fit India's needs. From Britain, they took the idea of a government run by Parliament. From the US, basic rights and independent courts. From France, freedom, equality, and brotherhood. The first draft was shared in February 1948, and people were asked for their thoughts. Thousands of ideas came in, which helped shape the second draft. Then, the main group discussed every single part, line by line. It was a huge effort of democracy and people taking part. The process was careful, included everyone, and was open for all to see. The drafting committee's work was very detailed and had a great vision. The last part of the discussions was about to start. After almost 3 years of talking, the main group approved the Constitution on November 26, 1949. Some parts started right away, the rest on January 26, 1950. This date was chosen to honor the 1930 Purna Swaraj Declaration. India became a country that rules itself, a democracy. Dr. Rajendra Prasad became our first president. The main group became the temporary parliament. Our constitution is the longest written constitution in the world. It promises basic rights, sets up a system with different levels of government, and makes sure the courts are independent. It gives everyone the right to vote and makes sure the country is not tied to any one religion. The Constitution is a living document. It's the foundation and guiding light for our country. Every Republic Day, we celebrate this important history. Jai Hind.